The Adidas story doesn't begin with the name Adidas. It begins in 1924. Quickly, if you enjoy logo breakdowns like this, subscribe for more. In 1924, Adolf Dassler and his brother Rudolf founded the Gebrüder Dassler Schuhfabrik, meaning Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory, in Germany. At this stage, there was no Adidas name yet, and no official three-stripe brand identity. The focus was purely on performance footwear, particularly for athletes. During the 1930s, the Dassler shoes gained international attention when athletes wore them at the Olympic Games. The shoes already featured stripe-like reinforcements for stability, but these were functional design elements rather than a formal logo system. After World War II, the brothers split due to internal conflict. Rudolf founded Puma, while Adolf Dassler created a new company in 1949. Combining his nickname Adi with the first three letters of his surname, he officially named the brand Adidas. It was at this point that the three stripes became a registered trademark. What started as structural support transformed into a clear visual identity. The stripes were now deliberate, consistent, and central to the brand's recognition. In 1971, Adidas introduced the trefoil logo to represent its expanding product range beyond athletic footwear. The three-leaf shape symbolized global growth, while still incorporating the signature stripes. By the 1990s, Adidas introduced the performance mountain logo, where the three stripes angled upward to represent challenge and ambition. This marked a stronger shift toward competitive sports branding. Over time, Adidas developed multiple logo variations for different product lines, yet the three stripes remained the unifying element across all of them. What makes the Adidas identity powerful is its evolution from function to symbolism. A structural shoe detail became one of the most recognizable brand systems in the world. Today, Adidas stands as proof that when design begins with purpose, branding becomes timeless. If you enjoyed this breakdown, comment below with the next logo you'd like us to explore. The Target logo is proof that simplicity, when done right, can become unforgettable. In its earliest form, the brand introduced a literal interpretation of its name, a bold bullseye symbol paired with straightforward typography. The design was direct and confident. The concentric circles immediately communicated focus and precision, while the red color added energy and visibility. It wasn't complicated, but it didn't need to be. The symbol did all the talking. As the company expanded, the logo became more refined. The typography was adjusted to feel cleaner and more modern, while the bullseye itself grew stronger as a standalone mark. Over time, the brand realized something powerful. The symbol was recognizable enough to exist without the word Target. That shift marked a turning point. The bullseye wasn't just an illustration anymore. It was the brand. Quickly, if you enjoy logo breakdowns like this, subscribe for more stories behind the world's most iconic brands. Later refinements focused on balance and clarity. The rings were simplified, proportions tightened, and the red color standardized for consistency across stores, packaging, and digital platforms. The overall look became flatter and more minimal, aligning with modern design trends and improving scalability. What makes the Target logo so effective is its emotional clarity. The red suggests excitement and affordability. The circular shape feels complete and balanced. The bullseye implies accuracy, a brand that hits the mark. There's confidence in its symmetry and strength in its restraint. Today, the Target logo is often presented as just the red bullseye, with no accompanying text. That level of recognition is rare. It shows how a clear idea, consistently executed, can grow into a global symbol. From a literal retail mark to one of the most iconic minimalist logos in the world, the Target identity demonstrates the power of focus, both in design and in brand strategy. If you enjoyed this breakdown, let me know which logo we should explore next, and I'll see you in the next story. The Puma logo is one of the most dynamic symbols in sportswear. Simple, aggressive, and instantly recognizable, it captures motion in a single leap. Quickly, if you enjoy logo breakdowns like this, subscribe for more. Puma was founded in 1948 in Germany by Rudolf Dassler after splitting from his brother Adolf, who went on to create Adidas. From the beginning, Puma positioned itself as a performance-driven sports brand, and its logo needed to reflect speed and athletic power. The early Puma logos featured bold typography with a small leaping cat incorporated into or above the word mark. The animal wasn't just decorative, it symbolized agility, strength, and explosive movement. By the 1960s, the leaping Puma became more refined and prominent. The silhouette was cleaner, stretched forward mid-air, creating a strong sense of motion. This version became the brand's defining mark. Over time, Puma simplified its identity. The typography became more geometric and modern, while the leaping cat remained the focal point. Unlike many brands that frequently redesign, Puma kept its core symbol consistent, choosing refinement over reinvention. In the 1990s and 2000s, the logo embraced flat design and stronger contrast, making it adaptable across footwear, apparel, and digital platforms. The balance between the bold wordmark and the sleek cat silhouette allowed the brand to compete visually with giants in the athletic industry. What makes the Puma logo powerful is its clarity. It doesn't rely on complex symbolism. The message is immediate: speed, power, and performance. Today, the leaping Puma stands as a global icon of sport and lifestyle, proving that when a brand captures movement perfectly, it doesn't need constant change. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo you'd like us to explore. Versace's logo evolution reflects a brand built on bold luxury and unmistakable symbolism. Founded in 1978 by Gianni Versace, the fashion house quickly embraced dramatic and artistic influences. In the early years, the branding focused mainly on elegant typography, reflecting high-end Italian craftsmanship. In 1993, Versace introduced what would become one of fashion's most iconic emblems, the Medusa head. Inspired by Greek mythology, the symbol was chosen to represent attraction, power, and irresistible allure. Encircled by a classical Greek key pattern, the logo perfectly captured the brand's fusion of ancient influence and modern glamour. If you're fascinated by how symbols become timeless in fashion, this is exactly what this series explores, so make sure you're subscribed. Over the years, refinements have been minimal. The Medusa illustration was cleaned up, lines were sharpened, and typography spacing was adjusted for a more contemporary finish. But the core identity has remained firmly intact. Versace's logo history shows that in luxury branding, a powerful symbol can carry an identity for decades without losing impact. Subscribe for more brand logo stories every day. The Reebok logo reflects a brand defined by movement, performance, and reinvention. Unlike competitors that leaned heavily into heritage, Reebok's identity evolved alongside shifting fitness culture. Founded in 1958, Reebok began as a performance footwear brand, and its early logos focused on function and credibility. The original designs were simple and practical, emphasizing clarity over symbolism as the brand established itself in the athletic market. As Reebok expanded globally, its visual identity became more expressive. The introduction of dynamic symbols marked a shift toward motion and energy, aligning the brand with aerobics, training, and emerging fitness trends of the 1980s and 1990s. Typography played a central role throughout Reebok's evolution. Clean, modern lettering communicated performance and precision, while subtle adjustments in weight and spacing helped the logo feel faster and more contemporary over time. The brand's symbols reflected its changing focus. From the Union Jack, which emphasized British heritage, to abstract marks representing speed and human movement, each redesign signaled a new chapter in Reebok's positioning. Color usage remained restrained, allowing the logo to adapt easily across footwear, apparel, and global marketing. This flexibility helped Reebok stay relevant as fitness culture diversified beyond traditional sports. What makes the Reebok logo effective is its willingness to evolve. Rather than locking itself into a single iconic mark, the brand used design as a tool to reposition and redefine its role in athletic culture. Today, the Reebok logo stands as a symbol of adaptability, proving that in performance branding, evolution itself can be a competitive advantage. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the brand storyline, and comment below with the next logo or brand you'd like us to explore. Under Armour's logo, evolution reflects a brand built on performance, strength, and athletic intensity. Founded in 1996, Under Armour introduced a bold and instantly recognizable emblem, the interlocking U and A, forming a compact, symmetrical mark. Paired with strong uppercase typography, the logo communicated power and discipline, perfectly aligning with the brand's focus on high-performance sportswear. Unlike many fashion brands, Under Armour didn't rely on decorative elements. Its identity was sharp, minimal, and aggressive, designed to look just as strong on equipment and uniforms as it did on packaging. And if you appreciate how simple shapes can become global athletic symbols, make sure you're subscribed, because these logo stories break down exactly how that happens. Over the years, refinements have been subtle. Typography spacing was adjusted, digital versions were flattened for clarity, and the emblem became cleaner for modern applications. But the core symbol has remained virtually unchanged. Rather than reinventing its look, Under Armour strengthened what already worked. Under Armour's logo history shows that when a mark is built on clarity and strength, evolution becomes about sharpening the edge, not changing the symbol. Subscribe for more brand logo stories every day. Gap's logo evolution reflects a brand built on simplicity, timelessness, and modern American style. If you enjoy exploring how iconic brands evolve, subscribe to follow the full series. Founded in 1969, Gap's earliest logo featured a simple, bold typeface on a clean background, emphasizing clarity and approachability. The straightforward design matched the brand's mission, providing essential, versatile clothing for everyone. Over the decades, the logo has seen only subtle updates. Minor adjustments to spacing, typography weight, and letter forms modernized the look while keeping the classic minimalist identity intact. A notable redesign in 2010 introduced a small blue square behind the word mark, but after public feedback, Gap returned to a refined version of the traditional logo, showing the power of familiarity. Gap's logo history demonstrates that for brands centered on essentials and versatility, consistency often matters more than dramatic change. Subscribe for more brand logo stories every day. Fendi's logo evolution reflects a luxury house that understands the power of precision. If you enjoy exploring how iconic brands evolve, subscribe to follow the full series. Founded in 1925 in Rome as a fur and leather goods boutique, Fendi's early branding was elegant and understated, relying primarily on refined typography to communicate exclusivity and craftsmanship. In 1965, designer Karl Lagerfeld introduced the now iconic double F monogram, standing for fun furs. The bold, interlocking symbol became one of the most recognizable luxury emblems in fashion, representing both heritage and innovation. Over the decades, Fendi refined its typography, occasionally simplifying letter forms and spacing to suit modern fashion aesthetics. In recent years, the logo was streamlined further, removing some serif details for a cleaner, more contemporary look while preserving its distinctive identity. Fendi's logo history shows that in luxury branding, subtle refinement often carries more impact than dramatic change. Subscribe for more brand logo stories every day. Dickies' logo evolution reflects a brand built on durability rather than dramatic reinvention. If you enjoy exploring how iconic brands evolve, subscribe to follow the full series. Founded in 1922 as a workwear company, Dickies built its identity around toughness and reliability. Early branding was simple and functional, matching the industrial audience it served. As the brand grew, the bold Dickies wordmark became the focal point, often paired with the recognizable red, yellow, and blue horseshoe-style emblem. The design emphasized strength and craftsmanship, reinforcing the brand's rugged reputation. Over time, updates were subtle. Typography was refined, details were cleaned up, and the logo was simplified for modern use, but the core elements remained consistent. Dickies' logo history shows that for heritage workwear brands, consistency can be more powerful than constant redesign. Subscribe for more brand logo stories every week. The Le Coq Sportif logo is one of the most iconic emblems in French sportswear. It combines national pride, athletic performance, and timeless design in a simple yet powerful symbol. Quickly, if you enjoy logo breakdowns like this, subscribe for more. Le Coq Sportif was founded in 1882 in Romilly-sur-Seine, France, originally as a manufacturer of sporting goods. The rooster, or le coq, was chosen as the brand's emblem because it is a national symbol of France, representing courage, vigilance, and pride. Early versions of the logo were detailed, often featuring the rooster inside a circular or triangular frame, sometimes perched above a stylized mountain or racing motif. The designs reflected both craftsmanship and athletic excellence. As the company expanded in the 20th century, the logo evolved to emphasize clarity and modernity. The rooster was simplified, the shapes became cleaner, and the triangular frame was introduced as a consistent background element. This gave the logo a sharp, recognizable silhouette that could be applied to apparel, shoes, and sports equipment. Typography has always played a supporting role. Simple, bold fonts ensure that the brand name is legible, reinforcing the logo without overpowering the iconic rooster. Over the decades, Le Coq Sportif retained its identity while modernizing for new audiences. The minimalist design allows the logo to be instantly recognizable on jerseys, sneakers, and lifestyle wear around the world. What makes the Le Coq Sportif logo effective is its perfect balance of heritage and versatility. It conveys French pride, sporty energy, and timeless design, all in one elegant symbol. Today, the logo stands as a symbol of performance, style, and national identity, proving that heritage, when distilled into a strong mark, can last over a century. If you enjoyed this breakdown, comment below with the next logo you'd like us to explore.
The Nike Swoosh is one of the simplest yet most powerful logos in the world. Just a single curved checkmark, yet it's instantly recognized in every country, representing performance, ambition, and victory. But this iconic mark began as a $35 design created by a college student, and, at first, Nike's founders weren't sure they even liked it. The story begins in 1971, when Nike was still called Blue Ribbon Sports. Phil Knight and his former track coach, Bill Bowerman, wanted to launch their own line of athletic shoes and needed a name and a logo. The name Nike was inspired by the Greek goddess of victory, a fitting choice for a sports brand. For the logo, Knight turned to Carolyn Davidson, a graphic design student at Portland State University. Davidson created a simple, fluid shape meant to represent movement and speed, while also suggesting the wing of the goddess Nike. When Knight saw it, his response was hesitant. "I don't love it, but I think it will grow on me." She was paid just $35 for her work, unaware that her design would become one of the most famous marks in history. From 1971 to 1976, the Nike logo appeared with bold Nike text over the swoosh. It was simple but not yet iconic. By 1978, the company removed the text, letting the swoosh stand alone, a daring move that showed confidence in the brand's growing recognition. The 1980s changed everything. In 1985, Nike signed rookie basketball player Michael Jordan, and the Air Jordan line was born. The swoosh was now linked to one of the greatest athletes of all time. By 1988, the Just Do It campaign launched, pairing the swoosh with one of the most powerful advertising slogans ever. This was the decade when the swoosh truly became a global symbol of inspiration and achievement. Through the 1990s, Nike became the sportswear giant we know today. The logo remained untouched, but its usage evolved, appearing on everything from shoes to apparel to massive global campaigns. Nike even reached a point where the wordmark Nike wasn't necessary at all. By the late 90s, the swoosh alone was enough. This level of recognition is achieved by only a handful of brands, like Apple and McDonald's. In the 2000s, Nike briefly experimented with metallic and 3D styles of the swoosh, reflecting early 2000s design trends. By the 2010s, however, Nike returned to a flat, minimalist swoosh in black or white, aligning with modern design aesthetics. The core shape, however, has never changed since 1971, a testament to its timelessness. The Nike swoosh is successful because of its simplicity and meaning. It conveys motion and speed, while also being versatile enough to work on any product or surface. More importantly, it's backed by the stories of athletes, Serena Williams, Tiger Woods, LeBron James, who embody the spirit of Just Do It. The logo isn't just a mark, it's a badge of victory. From its humble beginnings as a $35 sketch to becoming a symbol worth billions, the Nike swoosh proves that the most powerful ideas are often the simplest. It has never needed flashy redesigns or radical changes because it was perfect from day one, a true masterpiece of branding.